I am going to do my makeup again and talk with y'all again. So, if you're new to my channel, my name is Samantha. I don't know why I'm about to dump all of these out. My name is Samantha, and I'm just putting things on the internet that I just want to talk about or do. I'm sorry if you can hear the pling. I'm doing my makeup because I'm going to paint out on the porch today because it's warm. I wanted to talk about a few things that I've been thinking about. Let's see. I wrote it down. There's a ladybug now, and I don't want it to get in my makeup. So one thing I wanted to talk about is that me and Skylar tested positive for COVID, and it was really weird, and it makes me not feel good about everything being done that needs to be done. I mean, I already had concerns, but now I feel like I have even more concerns. So Skylar has to take a test every week for his work. We both get tested. We both get our results back at, oh my god, that ladybug scared the shit out of me. The job that Skylar works at, they sent an email today, and this is like a week later, and they said we were suspicious because we got a lot of tests that came back positive in the last week, and please go get another test sometime this week. It really makes me wonder, like, how accurate these tests are, and it like scares me to think that some people might be going out when they got a negative result when they actually have it. And we didn't even like get in any like instructions until like way later. We didn't get any like phone calls, which I don't know how it's supposed to work, but I was just expecting like to get a phone call from somebody, but we didn't. So what we have decided to do is, since we don't know and we both tested positive even though it was on different days, we can be together, but we're not leaving the house. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was something I was thinking about last night, and I've kind of been thinking about it, but I didn't want to like let myself really fully consider it. Say that I'm okay with my body, and I think I am, but I also think I'm not. And I think not being honest with myself that I'm not really okay with my body is actually going to hold me back. Is actually what is holding me back from being able to fully recover and stay recovered. I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm not liking how my makeup's looking today. I feel like I can't fully recover because I'm not fully admitting to myself that I still have a hard time loving myself and loving my body. And another thing that I was thinking about is I struggle so hard to just take care of myself. Like, just simple things. Like, yes, it's depression, but also, like, I just struggle to wear clothes that make me feel pretty, even when I don't feel good. And I struggle to, like, I always brush my teeth, like, once a day, but that's, like, a minimum that I, like, make myself do, even if I'm, like, having a bad day. I'll be like, well, you gotta brush your teeth, and you kind of have to, because you can get that weird stuff on your teeth. But I struggle with that, and I struggle, like, taking a shower, taking baths, shaving my legs, washing my hair. I'm just gonna kind of read a little bit. I really struggle to connect with my body. I often forget that my body is carrying me and I'm not just a brain. I don't know if you would call that disassociation, but like I feel not connected to like, I feel connected to myself right now, but when I get, like, when I think I'm pretty, I don't know. I don't even think I'm connected to myself then. Another, like, off-topic thing. God, my cat is staring at stuff. I think admitting that I'm still not recovered, I'm still having a hard time with my body. Just because I don't starve myself anymore and over exercise, that doesn't mean that I'm good. I am definitely a lot better, but I'm still not good. And I don't even know if I would call it better, because it's like traded out for a different problem. Oh my god. I feel like this video is a struggle. Like, it's a different problem now. Instead of before, I was like hyper focused on my body and how it looked and how it felt and what I did with it and everything. And now I'm like so far away from my body, it feels. And I have been looking up somatic therapy, and I've been trying to find a somatic therapist. And I don't know if it's just my insurance or what, but I'm like really struggling to find somatic therapist. But I really think I need that to do with my whatever my stomach issues are, and like how I don't treat my body well. And also whenever I try to like work out, I'm still struggling to not make my workouts be too much. Like, it'll start off innocent, and then I seem to always go back to, let's do this and eat this so we can get smaller. I don't like this. I'm really struggling to do my makeup and talk. Video is probably going to be like choppy because I can't. I'm struggling to get out what I need to say because I'm thinking a lot about all the things I have to do today, and it's hard for me to focus on the things I wanted to talk about to you, but it's probably going to be choppy. I'm just letting you know now. I still binge eat, and sometimes most of the time I try to eat just whatever's the fastest thing or whatever I feel like eating, and sometimes that's not good. And I need to also, I think I need to put myself on a schedule of eating, but with my stomach issues, it's really hard to get on a schedule of eating. And I also notice I don't wear cute or comfy clothes unless it's for a date or going out. I never just do it for me. And if I feel bad about myself, which is most days, I choose ugly clothes for myself. Like things with stains on it, or things that make me feel even worse about myself, like I'm worthless. I'm just coming to the realization that I actually have a really low self-esteem, and I didn't think I did, which is crazy because it's pretty bad. Because, I mean, even when I'm talking to people on the phone, I always think I'm being a burden, and I'm always asking, am I getting on your nerves? Am I getting on your nerves? Am I talking too much? It's a constant thought that I'm getting on somebody's nerves, and what I have to say and what I'm thinking is not worth consideration or important. And I really want to find a therapist that, I'm in therapy now, but I want to find a therapist that can help me work through these things on a deeper level other than just CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavior, CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. Yo, what are you doing? Why did I put the eyeliner? I was on TikTok last night and I saw, somehow I got onto like indie singers TikTok, and there was this girl that sang a song that really was like, damn. It was called Bad Posture, and she said it was a song to recovering people pleasers. She said something about like, I shrink myself to make you feel tall. That's me. I'm such a people pleaser, and I think my words and my thoughts and everything is just like too much and a burden. So I don't know, I need to get myself together and realize that what I have to say and what I think is important. It might not be important to everybody, but it's important to somebody. And if I just keep it all in my head, what good is that going to do? That's not going to help anybody. Because if there's somebody out there that feels like me, it would make them feel better. That one got out of control. If there was somebody like me out there, I would feel better. So do you know what I'm saying? Did I mess it up? No. I silence myself. I try not to say things out of... What the fuck is happening outside? I try not to say things out of fear someone will think I'm dumb, or what if I offend someone. But if I offend someone, I'm always open to criticism and changing. My biggest insecurity is people thinking I'm stupid, which happens a lot with my accent, and it's not something I can control. And if I could, I'm not sure that I want to, but I get in this mindset of like, people are gonna judge me, so I should just like not talk. Because if I don't talk, and if I don't do anything, if I don't put myself out into the world, then what is there to judge? People will have to come up with their own stories. But then, like, if somebody else is writing their own story about me, that kind of sucks. So maybe I should just talk. And like, oh shit, I fucked that up. Maybe I should talk. And I should say how I feel about things. And share whatever. Like, just talk. Like, I have the right to talk. And say things. And think things. Like, I deserve to exist and contribute to this world, the thoughts I have, and the things I have to say, and the things I'm interested in too. Because chances are, something that I say and I care about and I want or whatever is something that somebody else wants and cares about too. And then the other thing about, like, what if I offend somebody? Well, I 100% always want to be the person that's not thinking they know everything, that will always be open to learning. So I know there's things I don't know anything about, but I'm more than willing to learn also. But I just think women especially, but people in general, would benefit from just being truthful about our experiences and call out the bullshit in our lives, because we're not alone in the frustration, and the more we talk about it, the more we will be able to solve these issues. So that's like the whole, the personal is political thing that people say, because it is. When we don't share our experiences, we think that this is just our problem, when it's actually a lot of times a societal problem that our society has decided to ignore. Like the problem of women having so many issues with birth control. Like, we just like accept it. We just accept that it's so painful and it sucks and it's shitty, and we can take birth control and have all kinds of risks, or we can not, and then also be in so much pain and whatever. Like, there's so many things that we just don't talk about that we need to talk about so that we can band together and make things better. Let's see, what else? Oh, back to the body thing. So I tried hard to convince myself I'm in a good place with my body and love it. And I do, but I also hate it. And I want to get better, and I need to stare the problem down and work through it. Not deny there's a problem in the first place. I feel stuck and I go in circles, but what if I just work on it? Also wanted to say I have a spending money problem. I keep buying because I want a different, better way of living, but that just makes me broke and sad and upset with myself because that never works. I went without so much, and I still do, but this time it's in a big part due to my camera stopped recording, but I don't know what the last thing was that you heard me say. But my point about spending is I stopped getting on social media except for TikTok and YouTube, and I started noticing what was making me want to spend money, and I unfollowed a whole lot of YouTubers because I don't need to be spending that kind of money. I've gotten bad about it again, watching Amazon hauls and stuff again, which Amazon is the worst thing for me and the worst thing for the world. Not the world, but Amazon is not a great thing for me to be putting my money into, but I do. And I don't know, I just wanted to talk about that too. Journaling was such a helpful tool in helping me hear myself again and notice my thoughts and behaviors and analyze them and see where they are coming from and question if things need to change. Back to my body. I'm ashamed of my body. I have coped by making myself undesirable and unhealthy whenever I do notice myself liking myself. It makes me feel nervous and feel bad, like I'm slipping into the your body is for other people's pleasures thing. By that, I mean, so when I had my eating disorder, when I had my anorexia, I was really big into just thinking about using my body for other people's, for the male gaze, essentially. After so much time of people not caring about me as a person, I was like, subconsciously, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make myself unattractive. So I started wearing like baggier clothes. I ended up putting on weight. Like now it's to the point it's like full blown like social anxiety that I'm scared to take myself out of the house, which is good right now with the pandemic, but I just don't think it's the best thing. Like when times are normal and I'm shrinking myself and I have bad posture so much that I'm like anxious and like constantly hunching over and kind of just like trying to shrink myself, and I don't think that's healthy at all. I don't know. Those are just a couple of things that have been on my mind. Oh, by the way, with our COVID tests, we don't feel sick at all. We feel fine. And that's another thing about that test, like, that makes me be concerned about its accuracy, is because I feel fine and Skylar feels fine. I mean, we're still not going anywhere, and I recommend anybody that, whether or not you feel bad or not, if you get a positive test, still don't go anywhere. I don't care how inaccurate the test may be. Just in case, just assume it is positive and stay away from others, because we need this shit to end. I think I'm done with my face. I don't really like it in this bright light, but I mean, even now, when I say something bad about myself, I instantly want to be like, oh no, that's not true. But it is true. I do have a hard time looking at myself in the mirror. I do have a hard time um, even taking a bath because I don't like to see my body naked. And I've just been denying it so long that I still have a problem, and it's not healthy. None of it is healthy. And I usually would try to wait until I felt all the way better and I'd solved the issue or whatever and then film and talk about it so it could help somebody. But I don't think everything needs to have a positive spin. I think sometimes it's actually nice to just hear somebody that's in the middle of it, of whatever it is, whatever issue they're going through. It's kind of nice to just have somebody talk about it, because oftentimes we don't hear about the people that are going through whatever it is. We always hear about how it was after, but this is how I'm feeling now, and I know that I'm not alone, and you're not alone if you're feeling like me. And if I did put a positive spin on it, I would say I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to exist in a happier way and love my body, or just like associate with my body in a healthier way. I'm trying, and I can share with you what helps me and what doesn't help me, and maybe it'll help you. Who knows? But I'm done with my makeup, and I would like to hear whatever you have to say about things that you're going through. What do you think? Like, do you think it's best to hear from the end when somebody has been through something and they figure it out, or do you like appreciate to hear people while they're going through a struggle of things, um, and like be along through the journey of trying to get better? I don't know if any of that makes sense, and I've said so much. I don't know why, but I felt so secure in myself the other time I filmed, and today I just don't feel very secure. I'm not sure why. But I'm done with my makeup, and now I'm gonna go do my hair, and then I'm gonna paint and hopefully film it and let you guys see what I've been painting. Bye. Thank you for watching.